Hello there, lovely people. Good morning, almost good morning. It's like 2 3 minutes away from midnight, and I have a very special episode for you today. This is gonna be my favorite line from House of Bulgari. Bulgari's Man Renaissance. Finally, I have this perfume. I've been looking for it, but not many sellers have this in Bangladesh because we don't live in the states. We don't live in a country where fragrances reach quite quickly. But thanks to our some of our sellers who can bring them from Middle Eastern countries like Dubai and stuff, so we get it like within a week or month of its release. But getting a good deal, it's also tough. So a lot of dilemmas and stuff. So as you can see, I have brought out. I have these fragrances different part of my like room cupboard and boxes. So I caught them all. It took me a while to remember where they are. So you guys know I love this line, Alberto Morias's creation, and I have reviewed almost everything from this line except a couple of special edition, let's say Bulgari's Man Extreme special edition and some of the other ones, and I had few more. Okay, so we'll be talking about Renaissance, but let me just tell you, my love for this line started with this perfume, Bulgari's Man in Black from Malaysia. Then I started collecting the rest of them, like the original Bulgari's Man, which doesn't get the credit it deserves. Man Extreme, beautiful cactus note, citrus, wood essence, and then I got Terra essence, the very rare to find the special all blacks edition, and then Black Orient, which is almost finished, but I still keep the bottle for few more sprays once in a while. I used to have few more special edition of this one, and then Niroli, I think Essence Niroli or something, the Niroli one. Then I had Glacial Essence, a small 15 ml. Check out my whole line talk of Bulgari's Man line. Fantastic line. I just absolutely love it. My current favorite is Terra Essence for sure, and this one. The rest of them are also good. But let's see how is this Renaissance, because this is kind of like unique concept. You don't hear every day, like, let's say that, you don't hear it every day that a fragrance comes out that supposedly have that essence of rain. We do love the rain, and rain basically it's like a nice little, I would say, you know, blessing on earth, because especially those who live in tropical countries, warm countries, hot countries, you guys know when the heat goes up to 42 degrees, 44 degrees, life is very difficult. We have been having this heat problem for a very long time. Since the winter stopped, we are having very high heat and humidity. So, rain really comes down and really makes the, whole planet like a much better and, like a cooling sort of place. You can breathe better. You can feel like, I feel a bit more relaxed, right? So in that kind of rain time, there are fragrances like people usually wear vetiver or something like a citrus or something, like people have their own choices. So let me tell you, if this one evokes the feel of rain and how good this is, longevity and performance, like, like projection and all that, and if it's worth it or it's just like, also the name is gimmicky. We'll talk about that, right? So I'm not going to go to other Bulgari's Man in Black line or Man line. You guys can check out my review. I reviewed every single of these fragrances and more. Okay, I did have more. So check them out. They are very special, especially the dark ones are very special. And the Terra Essence was unbelievable. It's a niche quality, arty, sort of like a, grapefruit or something there. It's like a very arty kind of a fragrance, very niche style. So I enjoy this recent times. Let's see. I bought a tester unit of it, and this is how the bottle looks. I threw out the box. It was a white tester box, nothing to show. And this is how the bottle looks. And I bought this from Perfume Center. They gave me a very good deal on the tester. A few sprays were missing. It was not really like from the first spray, it was spraying. So it was a bit of juice missing. I don't know, but not by much, but it's okay. But when you buy a tester, it happens sometimes. Really nice. This is gunmetal plate. It says Bulgari, Bulgari Man, and this is called Renaissance. So up there, same design as the other bottles. If you haven't seen one, they are a jewelry company. They make jewelry, so make very good attention to detailing. This one's very nice touch. This one I think goes this side. If you turn it that side, twist it, it's locked like the rest of the bottles and it doesn't spray anymore. So you can turn it this way, it will spray. Sprayer works fine. Okay, good sprayer. And see through like the original Bulgari's Man. So you can see a lot of similarity between the first. This is very hard to find discontinued one, but they put the similarity again. It's I think written in blue font. Okay, so I overall like the bottle. At the side you'll find the sticker for tester and all that, and usually in the base you find like a full presentation. The sticker will be here. Okay, and make sure you buy from legit sources because this will be faked a lot. So I'm wearing this on my hand. Let me respray. Okay, this one, let it settle down. when the water is there or the liquid is there, do not ever smell right away. If there is an alcohol, it will hit your system and disturb you. So this was released of 2023, and according to Fragrantica, notes are very simple: green tea, orange. Then middle notes are musk, white lotus. Base notes are guaiac and amber. So if you see those notes, the tea, the Bulgari's tea is not an entirely new concept. Bulgari has made some tea-based perfumes before. I have a couple of them. I don't have the original of it, but I have the flankers of this line called Bulgari, Purom, Extreme, and Soar. These two are beautiful, beautiful gem, hidden gem, a tea-based fragrance, a little bit of darkness with this, earthiness, and this is more citrusy, but it's really long-lasting. The original Bulgari, Purom, it's nice, more citrusy, but I think the performance on that is not that great. I think they borrowed some elements from those Bulgari Purom line in this, especially the tea note and citrus. These two things I found it. I think they borrowed some orange from the original. Okay, there's some. It's not, the original one was more spicy. There's no spice in this. Okay, so I get an opening of nice little citrus. It smells very beautiful. The opening, I must tell you, very beautiful opening. This one definitely, it's a little bit different, but at the same time, it's not off-putting like or weird like some of you felt about H24 by Hermes. That one is very unique, very, very unique fragrance. And this one is not that unique, but that introduction of tea makes it very soothing right from the word go. And it's particularly, they said green tea, okay? But I felt there is this like a tea in Bangladesh called white tea or something. I don't remember what is this, like a very exotic tea. I had it once and it felt very light. It felt like a tea sometimes can be very strong. Like if you buy from Sri Lanka and Bangladesh, India, this side, our tea is one of the finest products from Bangladesh and Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka, Bangladesh tea, if you dip the tea bag, I'm going a little bit out of the line, but I'll tell you, like if you keep the tea bag too much, like a long time in the mug, you'll feel the liquor of the tea. It's just like so strong. And if you do not like coffee, strong tea is recommended, right? But these teas not remind me of black tea. Obviously, it's not black tea. It reminds me sort of like Nishane's long cha, which I have have still. Kind of like that territory, but it's more like Bulgari's own tea note, which is lovely. And I'll tell you, it's closer to this tea, Bulgari Purom, the original or the extreme, that kind of a tea note. But these are different enough, not redundant or not the same. Some people compared them, but I don't think they're the same fragrance. So you will get those citruses, like original one, orange citruses, and then you're gonna start getting some of the tea note up there, which I like. So thing is, the opening, it just feels kind of like a light, you know, like you imagine like a tall glass, okay, see-through glass, and you put spritzer in it, the water, you know, like kind of like a bubbly water, or kind of like, you know, those the water with you know, kind of like a gas, I don't know what you call the carbonated water, yeah, and you dip like a, you know, lemon pledge or orange peel, you just dip it in there. That's what it feels like. And then you start putting a tea leaf perhaps in there. That's the best way I can tell you. This is the opening, and it's not the strongest opening like some of the other ones. This one, these ones, they are very much like, you know, the Terra Essence or original or Oud Essence. These fragrances, they let their presence know very, very quickly. You smell them and you're like, wow, it's strong. This one is like a lighter ozonic side. And some of you will be like, oh, I'm a bit disappointed on the initial spray. I've seen people saying it, you know. Some people say, I sprayed it once in the mall. No, it's passed for me. It's not my kind of juice. It's kind of light, or it's like pass. It's nothing special. You have to give time to a fragrance. You have to go to warm weather. You have to go in the AC room. You have to go where it is in the rain, sun, everywhere. Then you sort of like take an average and you know, you get an idea. Full wearings are important, at least decants, right? But some people, when they wear it once or never spray it, they just like assume. These are not good reviews. I'm sorry to say. I mean, these are kind of like reviews that just, you know, I just want to know, let people know my opinion. And my opinion, even it doesn't matter if it's good or not, it's an opinion, right? So I respect opinions, but at least try a fragrance for some time, then you can give idea, right? So I wore it thoroughly. I wore it like many sprays when I go for a walk, or it was raining. I wore it just to see if it evokes the feel, and it did. How did it do? It's not to say it's like heavy downpour, okay? I get this like when few drops of water just pouring, like the rain starts and the sky is dark and all, but it hasn't started pouring in, like, okay, just you feel the few drops already, you know, like you're walking on the rooftop, you know, you smell the smell of water from the warm tiles, you know, like hot tiles, or the leaves around, the plants around, and that's the feel, kind of like a light, citrusy, kind of like a, soothing kind of smell. So it's not gonna smell like rain, but it complements the smell of rain, the earthiness. And it definitely remind me of fragrance like Terre d'Hermes Autre Fresh, or something like the Bulgari original one. Definitely there is this Purom vibe with the tea note, very relaxing, very nice, light. Okay, so projection was never beast. This one doesn't project, but it comes back and then goes away again. It's kind of like an invisible one. So I got overall longevity from this is like in high heat, like 5 hours tops, and those 5 hours are combination of clothes and skin combined. On the skin it dies down within 3 hours. So some of you be disappointed because high heat this one not doesn't perform. Perhaps an extreme version of it or something will be better, but I think they made this with the intention. We're going to make it airy, aquatic sort of way, and then also a little bit spicy, mild spices. And then I don't detect so much musk from it. It's not sweet musk or anything like it. Bit woody. Okay, how is it woody? If you know Versace Menu Fresh, same woody note that was utilized in that one. I think it's a similar, but it doesn't smell like a oud, agar oud, or gaiac oud, whatever they mentioned here, like gaiac oud. It's like a woody, like a fresh, clean, woody smell, like pencil shavings almost, but not spicy, not violet leaves. Okay, so it's like it's a very decent release. Is it the best release ever? No. Okay, for sure no. But I give them props at least for trying something new. I was getting really fed up with like the rest of them, but this one, Terra Essence, brought my feedback. This so far, I'll tell you what, this is the best release so far from this line. If you talk about niche quality, even though my favorites are the dark ones. Okay, so I get the mandarin, I get the tea note, I get the woody aquatic sort of vibe, and then like ozonic notes. That's what I get from this, and that's about it. Performance is above average. Okay, and if performance is not your first issue, it's not going to be a like a deal breaker for you. But paying retail for this, I will not recommend it. If you have to pay $120 for it, which is the price I think now, that would be too much. That would be just way too much. Bulgari's Man in Black is fetching like that pricing $100 plus. It depends, if you can get the like this kind of fragrance, like the limited time release All Blacks edition and all that, yeah, that's $150 worth it. But this fragrance, if you wait, it's not going to go down quickly because nowadays fragrance prices are high. This is the tragedy. And I heard from our local sellers, it's not going to go down in a flash or in a few years. It's just going to continue to rise because of dollar rate, and then the war that's happening, all sad. And then due to that, like worldwide, there's this crisis happening. So every single, not just perfume, every single thing is just going high. So at this moment, is it worthy looking at? If money is not an issue, if you are a collector, if you love this line, definitely worth it. If you love the original and then Bulgari, Purom or Purom Soir or the Extreme, this is a nice little addition. It's a very modern fragrance. So let me tell you what they attempted to do. I feel okay. Final thing, then I'll rate it. I think they wanted to make something like MFK does, Aqua Celestial, those lines, or those bright, fresh fragrance with a twist of kind of like an ozonic vibe. It remains like a mysterious vibe, and it's like something that's earthy, and it's something that is different, that comes from niche house. That's what they attempted here. Okay, and I give them kudos. H24 did that. This one also good, but H24 I like more than this for the performance. The smell, I really like it. It does not smell like rain. It smells like freshness. It smells like cooling, kind of like this color, metallic. Okay, and it's nice. Okay, if you like Carolina Herrera 212 NYC, you like this, but it's less pepper. It doesn't have any pepper. So it's a great fragrance for gym, office, everyday wear, white shirt. If you wear Versace Purom, you can try this one. I think there's going to be more, like a more modern take on Versace Purom with a less citrus, more of that tea note. And then again, I mentioned the Nishanes Oolong-Cha. If you like that, you can like this. So yeah, those are pretty much the things I could remember. If I missed something, I'm sorry about that, but I like this fragrance. It's not a massive love. Okay. I mean, oh, someone's messaging, sorry. The messages pop up in the screen. Anyway, so it's not a massive love for me, but it's a grower. If you keep wearing it, you'll see, start seeing the other facets. You see the dry down is really nice, but I get like a white floral, but there's no musk in it. So if you hate musk, also still try it. Performance, I think it can get better if you layer it with Isoe Super or Molecule O1, or you just keep it for a while, or you just keep wearing it different weathers. If you don't have pollution, maybe it will get better, but so far for me it's above average. Okay, overall my rating on Rain Essence is 8 out of 10. Okay, Usually I give 8.5 nines. I love them a lot, but this one is solid 8. Creativity great, bottle is great, sprayer's good, smells nice. That's about it. Check it out, and thanks for watching. And try this fragrance at a mall. If you're traveling, if you're passing by, if they have it, try it. You may like it, right? Never buy anything blind. Take care, have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.